Hello, and thank you for those who wanted to see my handbag collection. I have been working to reduce the number of bags, and I'm laughing because I think I've reduced them, and I obviously have because they're smaller in number, but there's still so many. But I'm happy to show them to you. And most recently was Miss Me, MISC space ME. I love that name. Anyway, she had contacted me most recently, and so I will credit her to get me on the ball to get on the video today. So thank you for that. And I'm just going to start with those closest by, and I will start with one that I got to celebrate a milestone birthday, if you will, that I definitely keep in this beautiful mulberry soft dust bag. And I had purchased this from my sweet friend Jackie, and it's in this brown, and I have basically made myself use this because I find that I'm a tote person or a backpack person, lifestyle reasons I guess, but I do love so many things about this handbag. And here's something else that I find helpful. I don't know if some of you do this, but do you ever watch videos on bags that you already own? I do that sometimes, and it makes me like fall in love with it again or get ideas on the bag, and I've been doing that some with this Lily, and when I do carry it, I do like it a lot. I think I'm just not used to this kind of bag, so I'm not ready to get rid of it. Plus, my daughters who are not handbag people will have definite opinions on which bags that they really like. And my youngest daughter is like, that is definitely a keeper. Like, it is a classic bag, and I do love it. So I don't think I'm ready just to get rid of it just because I'm not carrying it on a regular basis, because I don't trust me on that. I think, you know, sometimes you have a bag that you don't carry, but then later you do carry, and it may be one of those things. So anyway, needless to say, the next bag I wanted to show you in this little Gucci bag is also a bag I don't carry a lot, but I don't really question whether this one should stay in my collection because of its design, I'm sure. Probably because the zipper on top, that's what it is. Usually the smaller the bag, I do better with the zipper on top, just because I feel like it doesn't flop over. Anyway, this particular one does hold a lot. So to get through these, I know I can't do the review, but I do like it. And it's really nice for travel, but I hardly ever use this for travel. I do find that I'll use it on those days that I want a small bag, but this still can hold a lot, if that makes any sense at all. I am in the habit of trading out my bags pretty much on the daily. It's like, it's the strangest thing. Like you'd think the busier a person is, or the more full a day is, that the less that they're going to change out a bag. There are times that happens to me, but usually I'll work harder to change out a bag because it's like how I detox. I mean, I actually relax changing out a bag. So I told you no specific order on these bags. So here comes a tote. I have owned so many tote bags, and probably tote bags tempt me more than any other totes. I have to work hard not to buy them, and I have this whole process that I go through to not just go out and splurge or buy and then go, now I have this tote, and what do I do with this bag? But this one is Coach, and there are times I question, like, do I really need to keep this one? But there are so many neat things about it. One, this separately bought tag here. Well, purse charm, bag charm. I really love this Rex, and I don't know, I think it looks really good on this bag. And I think this bag, you know, just the fact that it universally goes with everything is kind of nice. And I love that the strap drop is so low. And every time I use it, I really like it. I mean, I find like, yeah, this works. There's something about the width that works well at the bottom. Like I've had the YSL tote, and it's beautiful, and I think that tote works well if you don't carry a lot in it. And I'm sure many people's a lot is different from mine. When I say a lot, I'm saying a lot. And I can kind of show you, I guess, because I'll show you my Neverfull, because I use that for work today, but and my things are still in it. But I need a wider base, I guess, at the bottom to kind of hold my things. Anyway, so this one has stayed in it. It has really worked well in my collection. This Coach tote, it's called the Market tote. And then another bag that's a tote has been this Marc Jacobs bag. And I like this just because there are those days you want like a slouchy, almost a hobo looking look, and this goes with so many outfits, and I love this like pop of color on the inside. Many people have asked me the name of this, and I probably will be wrong, but it has something to do with the wingman. There's a wing in it, sorry. And I do see them, like if you ever go to like a Neiman Marcus or something and you see their Marc Jacobs collection, you'll almost always see this type of tote out. I have since learned, since I have been to some of the department stores specifically looking for this tote, but I had just come across this originally in a stack of bags that were on sale, and just kind of was feeling how nice the leather is, and I'd been hearing how good Marc Jacobs bags are and leathers are, and I agree this one is really good. And I like that you can declasp it at the bottom and get a whole different look, and in this sense you would get just a really boxy, more traditional type of tote look, and I will go for that as well. So I like that a lot. So this one definitely has stayed, and I really like the price point on it. But I still find that the totes that I go for the most will either be a Neverfull, and gosh, all this talk on the GM or the MM, I totally get it because it's tough. So I have to have both. And I have the older model at GM, which I love. I like the patina on it. I finally, gosh, it's been hard to know like which pattern. I love totes again, you know, so much. And I had to decide like, well, which pattern, because I love the damier bean, the checkered print. And I love the monogram, and I can justify both, but not with all the other bags. And it was tough. I overall decided that the handles are comfortable, more comfortable on my shoulder, but it wasn't like the damier bean was uncomfortable. I just had to go with something to help weight out the difference. So this seems to have won, and I bought this from a really sweet lady who gave me a really nice price point on this. But anyway, this is just the traditional lining that they have, and again, the old model. And I keep that stuffed, and I use this a lot for traveling, especially on day trips or traveling by car. I'll use this, but I also use this a lot for work, so it does get lots of use. And allow me one moment to step over to the bag I used today, sorry, which was my Neverfull MM, and I really like this bag too. And it's been interesting to come to peace with this bag, because did I want the tan? Did I want to get a monogram with my initials on there? If I could have just had one initial or no initial on there, I probably would have done that, because I did love the idea of a color on the inside. So I compromised then, since I couldn't get my way on the outside design, to just have no design on the outside, but have that pop of color. And this fuchsia is, I believe, is what they called it. They don't have it presently online for sale, but it's a pink supposedly color, but to me it looks more like a maroon, and it literally goes with almost everything I owned. But I wasn't quite cognizant of that, if you will, for a while, and I was in love with their cerise, I believe, or the red, just that bright red interior, and I really wanted it. So I ordered it one day thinking that I would then sell this bag. Well, I loved it. It was fun. It was just a really fun bag, but it didn't really go with a lot of my outfits. I would match them up. So it wasn't working, and I thought the one I have actually works. So I sent that one back. And then, you know, that inevitable, this one's made in France. So I was really fortunate to have that, because you know how hard it is if you're in the States to have a made in France Neverfull. So for what that's worth, I happen to have that. So it's been really worthwhile. The one thing that I would say that would be a loss, and this is so minor, is that on this pouch, which I do like, on the cerise color, maybe this is what they do now in the little bit even newer models than this one, is that where you see just the brown here, like here's our zipper, and then it's brown right here, it has a red color, and I love that pop of red. I thought it was so pretty. And this one has the brown, but it's really not a big deal. And then on the interior. So, and I'll often use this as the wallet, and presently I'm using it as a holding receipts and things like that. But I'm holding just a lot of things, and I have taken out my organizer and a spiral that I had in for work, and water bottle, Diet Coke bottle, carrots. It gets out of hand. And as my philosopher boyfriend / husband person, my guy, said, "Why is your never full always so full?" I thought that was kind of funny and so true. Anyway, so this is the MM, and I guess of the two, I use the MM more. And I'm really chatty. What is new about that? Okay, so to move on that a little bit quicker, let me show you this bag. I could easily forget it. Speaking of the guy, he's a wine drinker, and so on those occasions that you can bring your own wine, I like to carry them in this bag, since you know the history of the No Way being originally holding champagne bottles. And I have tried this in the canvas, and I liked it, but I like it in this epi leather the best. It works the best for me. I'm not saying it's quite as comfortable, but it's good. I like the black. I find I wear it quite a bit, and I like this little charm that I have with it. So that's been good. And in there is a fun little stuffed animal guy here. Let me take him out. I love this guy. I have these college students, college students, because here it is a stuffed bear, but I teach future teachers of young children, so it would sort of be appropriate. And my name's Mary, of course, and they got me a Mary bear. Somewhere on here it has the name Mary on there. Yeah, like on the foot. And I love this so much, but you know, probably at my age, sitting on my bed doesn't look the best, but I don't want to get rid of it, so it helps me with my my epi bag. So it has a special place, this little bear, to get to have such a special place to live. Anyway, but I do love this No Way, and I don't find that I carry it all that much, but when I do, it's a great bag, and it's one that I don't want to get rid of. It's a really good bag. So that stayed in the collection, and then I wanted to show you how I'm doing this thing, and I would like to do a video on this too, and this was from Miss Me Too. It was her suggestion, which I thought was a good one, and that is just to show like how I organize my bags, which I like to do that. But this is a little piece of it, little hint of it. These I had gotten from a company, and I'll get all that information. But right now I just want to show you the bags. But this is literally for to hold your bags, and I have found this to be obviously very helpful. And this only holds Longchamps, but the beauty of Longchamps is that, well, the le pliage part of Longchamps do fold down, so it's nice. So one is actually one of those travel bags, so it's not a handbag, but it is a travel bag. And I don't use it all the time, but you know, I don't travel all the time. But when I do need a bag, and I find when my kids travel or something, and they need a bag, it works, because it's unisex, so it works for both genders, so that's kind of fun. This is really not a handbag, and I don't even know what brand this is, but it just holds things, and I'll have groceries in this, or if I were to go to the beach, I would use this. But I just find if I need extra things with food items or whatever, I can stick it in here. I don't know. I like that little bag. But okay. And then this bag, I find it's a love thing, and I'll carry it for a couple of days. I'm ready to change it out, but I guess I do that with most of my bags. This fits crossbody comfortably, and I'll carry it by the hand quite comfortably. And it's just that nylon, and it's just a good all-around bag. So I definitely like having that in my collection. And here is one I can use for documents. I need to remember that I have this. It's like a little briefcase. I really probably don't need this in my collection just because it's not used that much, but I still think it's so cool that maybe someday I will. Or maybe if I just kept this in a different location, like with my other work bags, maybe I would use it more. Maybe I'll do that. And then there is this little backpack, which I don't use a lot, but my youngest daughter is using quite a bit. We ended up with 3 colors because each of my daughters, I got them each one and me one year, and they use theirs a lot more than me. but when I do use it, I like it. But I definitely like the backpacks, and you're about to find out. So you can still see I have a ton of these, so it's a little bit crazy and embarrassing. But I have this tiny one, which is very cute, and I had opted to sell this, which I still may. I may do another video, by the way, on bags to sell that are not in this video even, but I'm still working on selling. This is another backpack. It's in the navy, and again, I just store, you know, my daughter's backpacks in here. And then this is a little orange bag, and this is from Barry, and I appreciated it. And so it's still in the little collection, but sometimes I can kind of use it as a little lunch bag just because it has a little wear on the corners, and mostly because I wear black and this is orange. It reminds me of Halloween, but right now it's Halloween season. It's October. That's why this little fake pink thing's in my hair for awareness month. But I don't know, it kind of doesn't go with what I normally wear, but I do like the bag a lot. And so in here will be a black one. Well, I don't know what a smaller one is, but here is here's a large size. And this one's beat up. I mean, it is to the ringer. I would never offer to sell this to somebody just because it's all wrinkled, and actually it's not worn that bad. But you can tell it's like dirty and stuff. But if it's gonna get beat up, and like I'm gonna go to like a ball game or something, and it's gonna get scraped on the ground, I might use this. But I have this one, and if you're gonna get one, I think black's the best color, of course, but I have some in other colors. This one I find I probably use the most for work, and I don't know why. I think since I put this little Louis Vuitton tag on there, I just had a sense of enjoyment. I like this with that brown. Anyway. Getting stacked up over here. And then I have this maroon, which I don't know that I need to keep this one in my collection, but it is very pretty, and I like it with this big poof ball. And you already know what they look like, so I won't continue to open it, but I have this red one, and I have a light blue one, which makes me nervous, but it is really pretty. I think I saw somebody on YouTube with it, and I thought, I really want to try that color. So I kind of look for them in that color. And then this one, if you're traveling, this is the one really to get because it has this zipper option, and when you unzip it, it makes the bag drop down and makes the bag bigger, and it's incredible. So like if you have just a few things, but then on your trip you went shopping and you have more things, you can put that on there. Or if you want to, you know, like they did me, like they said, okay, your little suitcase that was going to go on the plane won't fit now, so we've got to put it down below with the storage. I might take out my computer real quick. Then I have room in that bag because I can unzip it, have room in my in that bag for my computer, and then they can take the little suitcase and all as well. So I'm going to move this little collapsible thing really quickly and bring over this next one. And this video has got to be getting long, but just consider this like all the videos I've been negligent making, just cramming them all into one. This one I love. It has all the pockets and all these ways to store. This is an MC Wallace. However, I don't use it, and I think it's just a little bit small for all the pockets, so it gets too bulgy by the time I take advantage of all those fun pockets. So I don't know. This bag you have not seen me with, but it's a Gucci, and I love this bag. It is not one that I question whatsoever, but it is one you probably have seen on YouTube quite a bit, and that is their Marmont bag. But there's something about their Marmont that's just really good, and there's something about this chain thing that I love. So love this bag, love the size, I love everything about this bag. I know that they say, you know, can't compare it to Chanel or whatever, but as few as times as I'm going to use a bag that's that size and things, that fits me better for my personality, all of it, so it's better. For me, I'm happy. Okay. Don't know what's in here. Oh, golly. This is a long shop. This is very similar to that nylon bag. And at the same time, the feel and look is completely different. Like, this is way dressier, and I like it, and you really wouldn't need both. but the nylon would be better for all weather. So it's a tough call on that. I just had gotten them at different times. So then I have this medium-sized Longchamp. I don't use this hardly at all, but my daughter keeps telling me I need to keep this in my collection. And then when I do use it, I really like it. Here's the thing with these bags. I think when I put in a organizer for the bag, then I like it better. When I just put my stuff in, it's just a little too saggy for me. But with an organizer, voila, it's good. I like it. And then I have the same thing again, but it's in black and bigger. And I've done a review on these bags, comparing these bags. So for what that's worth, I mean, I don't know. I think I keep these bags because you literally can fold them down. So I could justify keeping them. And then my backpacks. This is, I know a lot of people are getting the Louis Vuittons, which I think are beautiful. I won't even try one because I don't even want to like it. I don't want to fall in love with it because I have plenty of backpacks and I love the ones I have. But this is nylon and it's Prada and it works really well. And then this one is my all-time favorite. This is my baby. I love it. You know, this is like, goes with that Gucci. Like, I don't really need to question if I should keep this bag or not because I love this bag. I love the feel, I love the size, and this is my perfect travel bag, everyday bag, anything like that. This works so well. I love, 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 love this bag. There's something, I mean, it's so utilitarian, it's so functional, and then they add like this little bling here that makes it feminine, but it's not like it's on your back where it hurts. Oh, it's just perfect. And then some of my fellow YouTubers, thank you, told me about this backpack, which I've never heard about, never seen before, and I fell in love with it as well, and that is the, I think they call it their Jet Setter, but it's Hitterdendal. And the price point is quite a bit different. I mean, this is like a quarter of what this one's gonna cost. So there's that, but this is wonderful. I don't usually use this traveling, but I might use this like on a day trip. I really like it. I'm really glad I have it. I mean, I want to keep that one. I know it's a lot of backpacks and it's probably two more than I need, but I carry backpacks a lot, and like I said, I change them out a lot. We are finally down to just this little bit, and I'm wondering if I should stop the video and just save these. These are just really little more like a little accessories that I carry. I think I will, and save this for another video because this is long. And to that note, I can see there is another bag that I was about to not show you. How very sad, which is this one here. And I love this. And I guess somebody, I don't know, everybody needs a hobo bag in their life, right? And the wardrobe to wear. And it's one of those that it's not as easy to get your things in and out of. I guess there's always a drawback to whatever, but it is incredibly comfortable. And you put it on, I could wear this bag for days. And I think it just looks so attractive with just anything you wear it with. So, love this bag. This is the Duomo. Duomo, D-U-O-M-O. I love this bag. And it has the little feet on the bottom. So, gosh, I hope everyone's doing well. And again, I will come back if I may to show you some little accessories and then to show you like where I store and to show you a few bags to get rid of. And then I do have some with work bags. So I guess I am still all about the bags. That's pretty crazy. But hey, it's the little things in life. What can I say? Hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye.